So do you agree with Magic on his definition of what defines a superstar? Norris, we'll start with you.
Absolutely. That's the first part of it. You know, if you can't sell arenas out, you can't be considered a superstar. If you can't sell merch, you're not no superstar. Obviously, you got to have something that makes you that. But first things first. If ain't nobody paying to show up and watch you, you can't call yourself a superstar.
Swaggy, you agree with Irvin Magic Johnson's assessment of what it is?
For sure. For a superstar, like when you playing at home and the Kobe come in, you see all Kobe jerseys, or you know, that's what defines superstar. You know, when you playing at home and it seemed like you the away team sometimes. So yeah, I witnessed that being a Laker. Just in general, the whole Lakers, no matter wherever they come, I think just that name itself makes you
Laker Nation.
Yeah, put you up there.
Kobe's final season, what was that?
Oh man, it was like a rock star. Everywhere we went is people waiting outside, like long lines, everybody fighting to get his jersey because he'd give away his last little shoes or armband, jersey, everything. People trying to get pictures, autographs.
I got a pair of them shoes.
Me too.
They came to New Orleans. I was like, Kobe, I need them after the game.
When Kobe scored, when he beat Michael Jordan, it wasn't at the Staples. It was in Minnesota, and they stopped the game and called timeout. Or it was Spurs or Minnesota. They called timeout, gave him the ball. The crowd cheered like it was a home game. That shit was crazy. So, yeah.
Let's move to this side of the couch. Sonny, do you agree with Magic Johnson's definition of what defines a superstar?
I do. Well put. I mean, the only reference I really got is Kobe. I mean, we played Minnesota, everybody showed up. He was scoring, they was cheering. Didn't get it, didn't understand it, and then I went to Sacramento and seen it triple the time. Like, everybody in the crowd was Laker jerseys. We were at home. So that's when I was like, okay.
And bulk of those, I'd imagine Kobe jerseys, right? Because I think that, yeah.
100%.
So Lakers fans obviously known to travel from building to building on the road, but Kobe the main attraction.
Yeah, Lakers come with Kobe. Kobe come with Lakers come with Kobe. So they were cheering regardless. But you know, when he's scoring, it was different. It was like we did not feel like it was a home game, for sure.
And just from that side of it, how does it feel when you're at home? These are supposed to be your fans, even a place like Sacramento, which notoriously hates the Lakers.
That was the weird part. I was like,
you're in hostile territory.
Mm-hmm. It just get that way, and it's a beautiful thing, you know. You can see a superstar flourish. I seen a little bit flurries of it with LeBron at that time too, because he was just now getting into his shit. I didn't get to see 2010 Bron and all that.
Yeah.
But you could see people were showing up with that jersey on. And he was giving glimpses at all that.
Yeah, so. And Steph too. I forgot Steph.
No, Steph definitely on that level.
For sure.
Mm-hmm.
So Kenyon, how about yourself? Do you agree with Magic's definition of what a superstar is?
Yeah, he would know. Shit, if anybody would know, he would. So yeah, anybody that would disagree with him, like, how can you disagree with someone who played against these people that he named that did the exact same thing when he, like, it wasn't Showtime before Magic showed up.
Yeah.
So there was no Showtime Lakers.
Yeah.
So they were winning, but it wasn't that.
Magic Larry helped save the league, helped really usher in this new era.
Yeah, so he know what it looked like, man, being one of the original guys with a signature shoe, so to speak, and having commercials and being the face. So yeah, he would know. So yeah.
And then Gil, last but not least. We were having some issues with our smoke machine prior to the show. I think we have corrected them. This one is fine. This one fine over here. The LeBron smoke machine fine, Bronny.
No, that's Bronny. Bronny's working.
That's crazy.
That's all it takes. All right, but now let's shift ahead. There's been some talk. Obviously, SGA, MVP, likely to be Finals MVP. Halliburton really showing out this postseason most of the time. Does anyone playing in the Finals right now fit the criteria of a superstar?
I think SGA is emerging as one, becoming as one. I don't think Holly is, but SGA is emerging.
It's only one. Yeah,
He's the only one.
If he played in a bigger market, he would already be there. Just the fact that he plays in Oklahoma City.
Yeah.
But him winning MVP, him playing on the biggest stage now is going to help that trending in the right direction. So yeah, to Norris's point, like he is definitely on the doorstep of it. So, signature shoe, fashion, everything, and the way he goes about his craft. So yeah.
But do we feel like SGA selling tickets right now? Obviously, amazing player doing a lot of amazing things. But are you paying your hard-earned money?
That's what I'm saying.
SGA comes to
He
town.
got
That's why I
everything.
said he's emerging, but he
Not
ain't
yet.
there yet.
He got everything, but
Because it's not
not
flashy,
the player.
right?
He
Because
don't
it's
have
not
the player. Yeah.
those guys like you knew. Like just take Steph for instance, right? On any given night, he can go out there motherfucker and make 13 threes,
Yeah.
right? So it's like
He got
on
excited.
the road, like so
Yeah.
that's so. With Shea, it's just consistency, right?
quiet. Yeah.
It's quiet. It's not flash. He ain't dunking on nobody. He ain't yelling. He ain't telling you about it in the press conferences. You know what I'm saying? He ain't talking shit. So it's going to be a different approach to more like a Tim Duncan, right?
Right.
Quietly busting your ass, winning MVPs, winning championships, consistent, but it's going to be that approach.
And would you say Duncan's superstar?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Okay. 'Cause I feel like personality kind of impacts that.
It does, but he is. Like you can't.
He was
Whatever
able
we
to
want to
brand
say
that.
about him,
His weird personality.
Tim
he
Duncan
branded
coming to
that.
town, are you
That's
buying
what I'm
tickets?
saying.
He branded that weird
it's a Spurs
personality.
night because he doesn't.
Spurs.
He's not moving the needle in that regard. But if he's a superstar, but it's on the lower end of it because of his personality.
So, Sean, I'll ask you first. SGA, do you feel like he's emerging, he's on that path to becoming a superstar in the NBA?
I'll say yes, he is a superstar right now. I'll say the reason why is because you look at what metric Magic is given is back in the day when there wasn't internet. Even the metric I gave with Kobe, these are people that are coming to the stadium. We don't have to go to the stadium no more. We got 4 stadiums watching us live at some point during our 80,000, 70,000, 60,000 people watching us live, right? So we have stadiums that we're not filling, but people are watching. So the same thing with SGA. He got more people that's showing up with him every single game that's not at the game. That road game that we talking about, it ain't no road game no more because there's more people watching on the outside. They're cheering for him when he playing. We just don't get to see him. That's why his superstardom, how he's branded himself, fits superstar because he's covering all the bases, regardless of the old metric. Regardless of the old metric. The new metric, he's setting the standard now.
Question for
Castanet. Is Castanet a superstar?
Yeah, but he's not Castanet.
But is Castanet a superstar?
That's totally 2 different things.
No, it's not because Castanet not filling up arenas.
He will.
And he not playing against
is.
nobody. He not going on the road.
I understand about this. What about the ones that's doing both though? Luka do both.
Yeah.
People paying to watch him
And-
on the internet, and they showing up to the turnstiles.
He branded
Same
like
way Giannis.
SGA though.
I'm just asking you, how
Is
do
he
you
modeling?
compare other
Does
superstars?
he have a sponsorship with Skims?
That's
Who?
kind
Luka.
I don't know all his.
Okay, so
side-
you gotta
I know,
be aware.
I know in
You
Europe.
gotta
be aware.
I know.
Be
I know in Europe. He all the sponsorships in Europe. Luka do.
Which ones?
Everywhere in
We know
Spain he got
Skims.
them.
We know
Everywhere in
Skims
Spain.
though, right?
I'm not.
And you know
That's
Converse, right?
of.
I know Europe.
NBA, though.
And they just did AT&T, right? Him and his teammates.
I'm not saying
He's
that.
branding himself.
Nah, he's
Yeah,
doing
but
great, but I'm just comparing to other superstars.
Because
Which
a
one?
superstar, you wouldn't
Who you
see
comparing
2
them
small
to?
market teams playing.
So let me read this list. This is
The numbers on this finals are not up. I know if Luka
didn't
and
hear
LeBron or Giannis was playing, the visual numbers would be.
You can't say that.
So let
can.
Oh,
me
yes, you
read.
can.
They can.
We've been able to
It's
compare the numbers.
hypothetical.
No, you can just look in the past years.
Not exciting
We wouldn't be like,
basketball.
oh, too small.
We can-
Hypothetical is
There's data on that.
So
When
here's some,
Steph was in the finals versus SGA in the finals, the data says
What are the 2
So-
teams? Who was on those teams?
What about
Superstars.
superstars, bro. You said superstars.
Who
You
was
asked
on
me,
those
so
teams?
I'm just
Why would-
comparing the
you have
different
more- you have
superstars.
more reason to watch, right?
No,
'Cause we got more people on here that-
played in the finals before now.
Yeah, stop it.
Yes, they have.
Yeah.
so NBA released a list of the top 10 most viewed
Boston
players.
who
Prepared,
last
man.
year. Boston played who?
Dallas.
Niggas be
Yeah.
walking in quicksand out here, man.
So NBA released a list of the
I'm not
top
saying
10
it
most
ain't. It's a good
viewed
point.
players this season. I'm gonna read that list for you. LeBron number 1, he had 3.23 billion views. Steph Curry number 2, 2.56 billion views. Luka third with 1.82. Wemby fourth, 1.47. Joker fifth, 1.2. Ja sixth, 1.09. SGA seventh, 1.06. Giannis 8th, 897 million.
Top 10, so
Anthony Edwards 9th, Jason Tatum 10th.
Top 10.
He top 10. Eh?
Oh,
So
Cool.
okay.
Small market, top 10, 7th.
That ain't bad.
10.
So there is a demand.
Shit,
This was for regular season. No, this is what's
That's cool,
not
that's
including
cool.
players. I'm sure that those numbers have now adjusted.
I'm with it.
And I'm saying I'm sure they've increased now.
Yeah, that's, whether they have or they haven't increased, wherever it is.
Again,
for you to be in the top 10, you
He's
play.
still not a superstar.
That's not a superstar.
But still, but in the market that
in
he
front of
plays in, like I said, he's trending in the right direction. Didn't say he was. He's trending in the right direction.
Yeah, I'm about to say he's emerging. He's
trending in the right direction.
He's emerging.
You get there.
He's just starting, so being in the final, signature shoe, MVP helps.
For next
right?
year.
For next year,
Next year
yeah.
he'd be
So,
a legitimate superstar.
Yeah, so now he's trending absolutely. So whatever.
Sweep, he'll be the only person that does what he's about to do.
So
Next year, the rollout of superstardom, face of the NBA will be.
So let's talk about this very moment right now and using Magic Johnson's definition. How many legit superstars are there in the NBA and
3.
WNBA right now
3.
that are
Curry.
selling out arenas?
And the
Curry,
NBA,
LeBron,
WNBA.
Curry, LeBron, well, 4. I mean, well, 2 play on the same team, but Curry, LeBron, and Caitlin Clark are the basketball superstars right now.
I'll give a little bit more.
Yeah, I get a little bit more.
But
That are selling out at you
That's selling out arenas when you go on the road. Like,
Yeah,
a
they on- well,
superstar
Luka
is-
and LeBron on the same
they don't-
team.
That's why I
Luka
said
and
those 2
LeBron
are the
are
same.
for
That's
sure.
why
Yeah,
I said
I
it's
would
3.
Yeah, Caitlin
But
for
2
sure.
plays on the same team, so you just go with the higher one when Steph goes on the road. Like the definition
Ja
of super.
Morant, bro.
What's funny is I've said this for 2 years and y'all all fought me against it, but now Magic says it and then it makes sense. But yeah, when you go on the road, it's not about your record, it's not about your
wasn't
team,
here
it's
2
about
years
who
ago.
you are. You can be 0-12 if Allen Iverson came to the city, sold out.
Yeah.
100%.
I was
Michael Jordan with the Wizards, sold out.
Oh, shit.
See?
That's God don't
It was
like that.
excited.
'Cause I
God don't
wasn't
like
here
you.
too. I
God
wasn't here
don't
too.
like you,
Oh,
motherfucker.
yeah,
You don't
yeah,
switch
yeah.
sides.
no, he's right. So
I wasn't here
Sold
too.
out.
So
Chuck,
you were-
Chuck come to town, sold out. So
Yeah.
the definition of a superstar, it has nothing to do with your team's success.
I'm gonna give you a real story.
Your team winning, they don't give a fuck about no 70 wins.
Yeah.
That's your team.
No, they don't. I'm gonna give you a real story.
Superstar is
Right?
you.
Real story.
Boston.
Michael Jordan, first time coming. Listen, we kicking ass and taking names with the Nets. Michael Jordan come back. We coming in, but we hadn't had a sellout yet. In 2 years, we whooping ass out there. Final, whooping ass. Michael Jordan come there. We got our first sellout with the Wizards. Guess what? We put 74 on that head in the first half. That motherfucker came out that bitch with ice on the second half. Ran his ass out the building.
I can't wait to say that.
I know, right?
But this point is, no matter the record.
No matter your record.
The Wizards
Alright,
sucked at the time.
So you don't consider like Jason Tatum?
Not yet. Like, okay, so
I
you
believe it.
No, what I'm
People
saying is,
come to see Boston,
what I'm
but they
saying,
wouldn't come to see
Boston,
Cleveland.
they're coming to see Boston. See, the superstar right now is, there's only 2 or 3. There's a bunch of them trending. They're going to be the new.
I
That's
think Jason Tatum is a
SGA,
superstar.
that's Ja Morant, that's Luka, that's
Anthony
Wimby.
Edwards.
They're in the next realm
Ant-Man.
of going to be superstars.
Because yes, and it's
though.
tough.
Kyrie
to his
superstar.
point, right?
People show up to watch Kai too.
Like to his point,
People come to watch Kai,
like
bro.
to Shaw's point, and to your point as well, like it's such hype now, right? It's so much hype because of the internet and media and the way shit is. Like people putting shit in the microwave now. So it's yes to your point that you absolutely, but
There's only
Nah, he said Luka, LeBron, Steph, and Caitlin Clark.
Caitlin Clark.
but it's just so much
believe
hype
like
behind the
Ant-Man
Jason
and-
Tatums and all these
Tatum,
other
yeah,
people,
I
right?
say,
It's just
yeah.
so much hype behind
Yeah.
it. They get so much buzz and so much attention.
I don't know,
But
Kyrie
they
still
win,
spots
lose,
out.
or whatever happens, it puts them the constant conversation makes people think different, right?
I know that.
Yeah,
Makes
it makes people think different because of the constant. No matter if it's a day old, 2 days old, 3 days old, whatever it is, you open your phone up. If you ain't been on Instagram and whatever it is, that's what's gonna be on you. Be like, damn. It's always that. It seems like they're always being mentioned because of people putting shit in the
Because
microwave.
I don't have to go to the game to connect
Yeah,
with
that's
the
the.
superstar.
Like I said,
How many
to your
superstars
point,
you got?
That's it. To
How
your
many
point,
do
to
you
your
think?
point.
So, Sean, I got a question for you. I know you're a big Caitlin Clark fan. Is it fair to say that Caitlin Clark is the biggest superstar in basketball right now, based on Magic Johnson's metric?
She's the
selling out
only. She
arenas?
would be the only.
In the W.
No, in these across basketball.
Nah, y'all
Sports.
smoking dope.
Now
and
y'all
dog food.
tripping.
sports.
Y'all snoring the big
Shedeur might
Shedeur-
be the next.
I'm about to say.
Like after Caitlyn, if he performs in Cleveland,
don't have to-
people will go to Cleveland and watch him.
You don't have to
Even if
perform
he
like
ain't
Right?
performing,
So like,
he's a superstar,
if he
man.
does his thing like expected,
Adds to it.
You don't.
It
but
adds
it's
to
going.
it.
It's
you're
going.
not saying Caleb
It
bigger than
adds
Steph
to
and
it.
LeBron, though, are you?
I'm saying right now they
That's
can't do what she doing.
Famous and superstar.
Caitlyn,
Just
like
being
Superstar is
Caitlyn
built
moved the
before
needle.
you come into
She does, but them
Some
dudes
are.
on their way
Some
out.
are.
So
Then you
people
have to
still-
you have to
people
build
are-
it with
But that's
winning.
good. But I'm
Yes.
talking about her.
And my point is,
Second year,
definitely moves the
year,
needle.
move the needle wherever she goes.
off
nobody
Magic's
has
definition,
long time.
selling out arenas.
Like
Is
nobody
Bronny
has-
James
For
a
the W,
superstar?
she's unmatched.
Is
Like nobody
Bronny,
has-
is Bronny James
Maybe in the
superstar?
history of the W.
Yes.
He's famous.
Insane, bro.
Yeah, Caitlyn is unmatched from the W in the history.
But
All
I'm
right,
saying,
you confusing being famous and a superstar. Like
No,
That's
it's
the
two
same.
separate things.
no, because you
In a
gotta
sense,
have the
it's the
hoop
same.
to
It's
go
two
with
separate-
it.
You don't have the
It
hoop.
is the same in a sense
Nigga, I'm
because
famous.
if you fill in the arena and they
fine.
want to see who you are and what the hype is about, that's the reason. It's the
Well,
hype.
shit, I
I
was a
see the
superstar
best
then.
dad ever.
Yeah.
But Sean, for my
It's
question,
levels to fame.
I'm a
though.
superstar then. Shit,
back on the
fuck
Caitlyn
it.
Clark.
That's what we gonna
No, you're famous.
You feel-
But what's the difference?
Because
They're coming to
you
see
can go
you.
places.
Coming to
right?
see you.
See,
Right?
famous
Come and
is
see
right
me.
now, but that too. But famous is when you go places. You go anywhere, right? Wherever you go, you walk in the streets, no matter where you are. Oh fuck, that's Nick. Nick,
Familiar,
Nick,
but yeah.
Nick,
Familiar.
Nick, Nick,
Recognized.
But that's what I'm
Nick, right?
saying. Yeah.
Cool.
But I'm saying,
Nigga, we ghetto famous.
Superstardom, you
Right?
almost need security.
Hey,
with you,
we
like,
ghetto superstars, right?
you need security.
Everybody in the hoods and everybody know us, right?
white people love me.
You know how like,
But we ghetto superstars, right? We ain't.
But I'm saying,
you know how like
It's different
Bronny come go on the road because they didn't have security for him,
Yeah.
and then when every road trip he went to, it sold out,
But
and his
that
jersey
shit
sold
could
out.
die,
That's a
but I'm saying,
superstar.
but you
Shedeur
still gotta have
Sanders,
the game,
they made
some
fake
game.
jerseys because they thought he was going to wear number 2. Superstar.
I know I
Right? It
got
doesn't
one.
have nothing to do
I
with.
got one. I got a Shedeur
Yeah, me too.
jacket.
It don't
Yeah.
have nothing to do with your performance yet.
Yeah.
When you become megastar, that's performance and that you are matching the hype.
so would
That's
you,
it.
would
You're
you-
matching it.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, once you match the hype, but there's superstars that haven't.
Yeah,
done
because I'm
it.
just like Johnny Manziel, Johnny
Yeah,
Football.
superstar. He came in with a superstar.
so Gil, would you say that Caitlyn Clark is a megastar?
Yes.
Yes. Absolutely.
And it's not an apples to apples
very few
comparison.
That's the
megastars.
thing.
There's few. There's
Mega,
few.
right.
If when
Okay.
you're switching venues,
There's few-
when you're switching venues and selling out the
we-
venue that you switch
they
to,
can't-
There's
Absolutely.
few megas.
Yeah.
She's a mega.
We
She's
went
a
to the
megastar.
game.
that's my point.
She's a
Went to the
megastar.
game
She's a
and we
megastar.
watched her team go in the locker room.
She
And she
is-
walked back to the half court line,
Thousands of people.
not at home in LA, and did
megastar.
this.
See, that's what I said.
And Wade-
She's a megastar.
like
She's not
the
even
president.
Okay. And she's above.
She's Michael
But a
Jackson.
megastar is a
Michael
superstar,
Jackson.
right?
No,
So
no,
everybody
she's
went
Michael
crazy.
Jackson.
She like Michael
Bronny
Jackson.
James
like,
is
Michael
a
Jackson
superstar.
star.
Superstar.
Michael
That was last year.
Performance helps you get into the megastar.
Yeah. She's Michael Jordan of this
Tiger
era. Of
Woods.
what, Tiger
Yeah, she was
Woods.
Tiger
Tiger
Woods
Woods
in
type
it.
stuff.
That
yeah.
that famous.
Like LeBron
Because-
James came in as a superstar, touched megastar.
Yeah, for sure.
Curry came in as a regular ass star.
No.
Turned,
yeah.
turned to
I'm about to say.
superstar, then
now
went
mega.
to megastar.
Yeah.
Yes. Nah, you're right.
Okay.
100%.
That's where Shea is. Shea came in as really nobody. He's turned into a
Curry
superstar.
came in as somebody now.
Who?
Curry was
Curry did
somebody.
come in as
Curry
somebody.
not- he didn't have
LeBron.
he didn't come in with a
He had
superstar
Davidson
tag.
hype.
He didn't have a superstar.
He had a,
He didn't have no
But he
superstar.
definitely wasn't
super, but
he wasn't a bum
He
though.
had
'cause
hype, though.
He had hype.
I didn't say
Davidson-
nothing about hype. I said
tough
He had
superstar
shit
tag.
there.
He had
Davidson.
star hype. He had
He had
star
star hype.
He had
Like
star.
everybody must
Like
go see him.
Zion.
Superstar hype.
Okay.
But when
Superstar hype.
Super.
No,
But
he
you
didn't have
guys brought-
superstar
Okay.
hype.
Zion?
Ja didn't.
coming in.
Ja had star hype.
Ja earned
He
that.
was
though.
in Murray State.
Yeah, but
Yeah, but Ja was more. That's not to say
Number two
unknown,
pick in the
but
draft.
he
It
wasn't
wasn't
on.
unknown, but
But he wasn't on everybody's radar when
because
he
it was
first
the
came to
low,
the
it was
league.
the college team
Yeah.
that he was on.
Exactly.
His talent was what it was.
Yeah, very obviously.
But it
second pick,
became
but-
that during this. Yeah.
If he starts winning and stuff like that, he's going to jump into megastar.
Yeah.
He gotta
He's
get out.
already.
Gotta get out of Memphis.
Like he's already superstar. He jumps into winning
His shoe
megastar.
sales, his jersey sales are
Move to
crazy.
Nashville. Anyway, gotta get out of
So,
Memphis.
bring to my next question for y'all. If you owned an NBA team, would you rather have a great team with no superstar or a good team with a superstar?
You said good team. What's a good team?
I'm about to say Independent
Like
City. too.
Mm-hmm.
Indiana?
What?
And what's a great
Like Indiana?
team? No, what-
Great team, championship level, competing for finals.
don't
Good,
need
no
and
superstar?
Don't need no superstar.
and no superstar.
Like Indiana, right?
You can use Indiana as a comp.
And
Depends
I
on
feel
the
like
city.
Tyrese.
what city am I
I'm
in?
about to say the city matters.
The city matters.
If I'm in a great city, I don't need a superstar. But if I'm in an okay city, I need that. I need the
Yeah.
superstardom.
Yeah.
Like if you in New York or whatever, you don't necessarily have to be a
I need
superstar. 'cause they
motherfuckers.
can
You just
become
need-
a
you just need 10 people.
I need a
Right.
Vince Carter from
Yeah.
a certain place. I need a
Fan
motherfucker jumping over people.
You just need a fan favorite in New York.
But
Yeah,
yeah,
If you're
that's all you
what?
need,
Say if
New
you're an
York.
owner, what do
Yeah, if you own the team, great team, but no true superstar.
What
good
city?
team, good team.
That
with
matters.
gotta give
I'll
me a
let you.
city.
I'll let you. Middle of the road.
Clippers? Shit, just give me 5 motherfuckers out there. just give me 5. Them motherfuckers go sell themselves.
Yeah, nigga that can
New
dunk.
York, sell themselves.
Yeah, nigga
Open
that
the
can
door,
dunk.
2 million.
Get a nigga that could dunk.
What?
Some flair.
No, dead ass.
Some
Yeah.
flair.
You just open the door,
Talk
2
some
million.
shit. Talk
One
some
of these
shit to the
motherfuckers
crowd.
every now and
Yeah,
then.
a little flair.
But if I'm starting off my franchise, I want a superstar.
Yeah.
I want someone that's gonna put people in the seats.
Exactly. That was basically my point.
Get them in, yeah.
Let's get out.
That
Got to get
drives
off the
ROH.
porch.
Yeah.
And I care
You gotta
about
get
winning, but also like, ooh, I'm kind of seeing it with Memphis now.
There's one thing, a winning team, which means you got to spend money and you got to develop, sells the building, right? Consistency of winning sells the building. A superstar alone sells the building.
Regardless. Okay. That's basically the point I was
And
getting.
Vince Carter, young Vince Carter coming in doing what he's doing, that's selling the building. And
Selling
Unless you,
Man.
unless you're the Knicks.
unless you the Knicks.
You don't need nobody.
Right.
All right, so
That's
let's,
crazy, right?
Terrible.
Like Knicks, man.
Boy.
so let's keep this thing moving. So
Got Scottie Pippen in it.
Magic considered by many to be the greatest.